Johnston, and today I'm going to be telling you on how to wear the Highland band uniform. Specifically the Highland one, since our Brass and Reeds uniform is consisted of the normal cadet attire. First, we will start on how you wear the kilted uniform without the tunic. And this can range from having the normal blue shirt or having your blue shirt with your epaulets and your name tag. So first off, with the normal Highland uniform without the tunic, you will first put on your blue shirt, and then you will take your kilt, and since it is a long sheet, you will hold both ends out, and you will wrap the right end over your waist, and then loop it in through the hole where the strap is and buckle it in. And then do the same with the left side and wrap it in front and buckle both buckles, or if there is one buckle, into place. And so that how it is worn is that the flat area is in front and the folds are in the back. And try to keep it as straight as possible. How you know that it's straight is if you have your secret little pocket here directly in line with everything else, like your belt, your sporn, all those things. Next, you will put on your socks, and they are very long socks. They're like thigh-high socks. You will pull them up all the way to your thighs. If you have flashes that are issued to you, they're like a little elastic band with two ribbons sticking out. You will put them under, just under your kneecap, and then you will wrap the top sock and put it just over the edge. Since I don't have any, I used elastic bands. And then you will fold it again so that you have this kind of like double fold around it, so it's nice and snug. Next, after you have your socks on, you will have your sporn. Now, how to wear the sporn: you have it in front, but it is attached in the back. So you have your strip where you put it in the buckle. Put in the buckle and through the back loop, and then bring it up to a height where it is at crotch height and centered with everything else. Now, for one exception to the uniform, it is not mandatory, but it is optional. If you have a ceremonial knife, also known as the skindo, you take it and put it in your right sock and put it all the way just above where the blade comes out of the sheath, right above that metal piece there, and it is protruding out of your sock on the right side of your leg. And now, since you are not wearing your tunic, your belt will be wrapped around your waist, and you will hook it right at the top of the kilt so that it is snug and tight enough and centered with everything. Now we will talk about how to wear the tunic with the Highland uniform. So instead of having the buckle underneath, you will take out the blue ribbon belt that is usually put in through the holes of the tunic and take it out completely. And instead, when wearing the tunic, you will have the buckle over those loops and have it just as before when you did not have the tunic, tight as possible so that it doesn't move up or down, so it stays in place. One thing to do with the tunic is when wearing it, you have to have the side flaps down here folded in. So to hold those in, you can have like a pin that is on the outside and inside of your tunic pocket so that it stays up and it makes this little V opening for your sporn. Now for your glen, this is what is usually worn with the Highland uniform. It is a semi-wedge with a red pom-pom and two straps in the back. You'll have the two straps behind you, and you will align it just as if you were wearing it as a wedge. Now for the ghillies. The ghillies are the shoes that a Highland uniform is dressed with for footwear. The usual attire of a ghillie would be long laces and sometimes a metal piece in the back, since when you are doing from attention to eddies or stomping your foot, you can't lift as high. So then it's loud and you can still hear it. Now, since these are long laces, you're going to first pull it tight as much as you can, and then twist them around at least 4 times in the front. So it makes this kind of spiral braid in the front. And then you're going to go up 45 degrees behind your leg. So up 45 degrees. And then you will do the same thing, but only 3 times. So you have another spiral behind. Then you will come in front at a flat 90-degree angle, and you will then keep it as tight as possible, make it into a neat little bow, and there you have the tied ghillies. And with these, you don't have to polish them, you just need to make sure that the soles are completely black and that they are clean. Now for a final note on how to wear the uniform. Upkeep on the kilt, to iron it, flatten it out on the ground, and so that you can take your iron and go across in the direction of the folds while steaming it, so that there are no overlaps in the pleats.